So in this video, basically we'll create the different models and database migration for business and user. So basically we can onboard the business and this user. So for that I will go to this Visual Studio Code terminal. So I will write PHP artisan make model. So first model is business. So basically we already have seen this diagram, means ER diagram I have shown. So we'll create this models and database tables for these things. So user is already there, we have to create the business. So for the business I will create PHP artisan make model. So it will be business, and then I will create migration controller and resource. We'll see, we can do that later. So I will just do this. So business model is created in models, and then basically migrations in database migrations. So first I will create let's go to business first. Okay, so in businesses we'll have to add this different thing like table string, and then basically we'll take the name of that particular business, and it will be and also then name, then we are taking industry. Okay, and after that basically we'll add this plan, so which plan they have selected. So for that we will add plan underscore id rather than just plan id, and I will make it foreign id. Okay, so basically foreign id means basically it's this is automatically creating that relationship. This plan id will come from this plans table, so that's why it's a plan underscore id. So in Laravel basically if you want to create the relationship, so by default they follow some naming, like means if there is this plans table that has this id, so if you want to use this as a foreign key in some other, so you can create that table name underscore id, not table name, that particularly that model name we can say, but in this format. So basically it should be in lowercase underscore id. Okay, so basically using this we can use in eloquent orm, we can directly use these things. So if we just add this belongs to and all these things, so now we already have these things, industry plan id, and then also I will add this expiry, so timestamp, and I will add this expire add. So when this plan is going to expire we can add that. So right now I have added plan id, but a better way will be if we add everything details, means plan id, means plan id title and other features and all these things. Sometime it might happen key users have subscribed to a basic plan, and if you want to change that particular plan, then if using plan id, so that subscription might change in between. So that should not happen. So we should save actual what the plan they have subscribed, that plan detail, every detail should be saved in this particular thing. So we'll do that later, but we'll keep that in mind. So next thing, we have added this in the name, industry, plan id, expire at. Okay, now business is added, and now I will add one more table, that is a business user. So for creating the relationship between users and business, so it will be many to many relationship. So plan id, so here it's so foreign id will be user id for user. Also I will use this business id for this business, and this will be business user. So if you want to create a pivot table for two tables, so just use a table which have that first alphabetically letter, which is basically comes first in our alphabetical order. So you can use this. So b comes before you, so we are using business user. Now I'll just save this. So we have done with this two things. One is business, then business user. Now we can create the same thing for this roles. Okay, so I will just add PHP artisan make model roles -m, and similarly I will create for permission too, permission. So roles, then we have this permissions table. So for permission I will just create. So we have created migration file. Now I will add this data to it. So in role, basically I will add dollar table string. So role will have the name, then basically, and what others, will add other things later. I will add this, then basically role also will be pivoted. So role underscore user. And one more thing, we can add this here. So it will be foreign id for this business id. So roles getting created will use this business id. Okay, so every business will create their custom roles, so that's why foreign id as a business id here. Then basically role user, so here foreign id will be this user id and also role id. So role user. Okay, so this will have that pivot table. So we have roles. Okay, then role user. Then for permissions I will add, so for permission I will go here, I will add it here, name, then basically permission. Okay, permission will be separate, and then we'll have this other table. So here we'll use p first, permission underscore role, pqr. Okay, then role id, and here permission id. Okay, so pivot table is done. Then role user done, permission role yeah, this one is done. Then permission plan. So for plan also we'll have to add that, so it will be permission underscore plan. So permission id is there, so here will be a plan id. Okay, there might be some issue because plans, okay, no, that's fine. I just got confused with this business and permission, all these things. So plans will have depart permission and they will subscribe to that particular permission, so that's also fine. So permissions, permission role, permission plan. Now we have added in all these three migrations, we have added extra tables. So we'll have to drop that table too if you want to roll back. So I will go one by one. So in businesses I will just add this schema drop if exist, so it will be business user. We'll have to drop this also if you want to roll back. So similarly I will add here, so drop exit, drop if exist, role user. Then similarly here are two tables, so we'll add it. So first will be permission role here, and then permission plan will be here. Okay. So we have business user pivot table, then we have role user pivot table, then permission role pivot table, permission plan pivot table. So I think all these things are covered. Plans we already have created, so that is already there. Okay, and for business we are adding string name, industry will be there, foreign id, plan id will add whatever the selected, expire at will add the whatever the trial period, and that date will be added. And I think that is fine now. So business and user will create it and will add this here. Okay, so I think we have added this, all these things. Now we'll in models we'll have to add fill label and all these things. So in model business, then here protected dollar fillable equal to here. So for business name will be fillable, then industry name, industry, plan ID and expire at. Okay, then for role, so for role will be name and then particular business ID. Let me check name, business ID. Okay, then basically for permission also we'll have to add. So for permission name will be fillable. Okay, now saved. Okay, so we have created models and database migration files. Now I will try to save these things. So I will close all these things. Okay, I will clear this one. So we'll go to app livewire, then register here. It will try to save. So choose plan. So we have selected this basic plan. Next, and this is business name. So we'll add this users detail, email, then password. Okay, on submit basically we have to save. So we'll go to here, submit validated user, then basically we have to create business and user. So dollar business equal to business, then create, we'll add this validated business detail. Okay, so this data is not here, so we can directly add that data, or we can again basically validate. There is no issue. Right now I will just add it here. I will change that later, but for now I just want to add this. So validated business, create, and then basically we'll have to add plan ID also. So let me just create this one. Okay, so dollar business data equal to, so name equal to this, then business, then name. Similarly for industry, then we have to add the plan ID. So plan underscore ID. So selected plan will come here, selected plan, then ID, and then expire at. For expire at we'll create this state. Okay, one thing we have not added expire at, it's basically casting this to as a date. Okay, so we'll add that. So we'll go to this model business. In this we'll have to add that cast and dollar cast. So I think this is the syntax. So basically it will be dates or something. So I will just show you what exactly I'm doing. I also want to check this syntax. So laravel.com cast, custom cast. Okay, we don't have to create custom cars, so I will just check date casting. Before that there is a recasting, all these things, so we'll use this. Okay, so for now they are using this functions. Okay, we'll use this one only. Okay, rather than create it at, we will have this expire at. Okay, then for array they have these things. So right now for date cast we have done this. So whenever this taking data from the database, it will automatically convert into this date time, carbon date time and all these things. So that's why we are using it. And here we will also add that particular date, then it will be saved in proper format. So that's why. So for this I will have to basically add the 15 days into current date time. So we can ask ChatGPT to create that. So PHP create date time, add uh, 15 days to the save. I will add current date time and add 50th date to the same. So let's see what it gives. So current date time, new date time, then the modify plus 15 days, and then format ymdhis. So likewise they have given, so I will use this one and I will just paste it here. Okay, current date time plus 15 days, formatted date time, I will just add it here. Okay, and for the selected plan, basically we can do one thing, selected plan plus that particular days na will be added. So selected plan, I will just see what is the selected plan. So dd dollar this, then selected plan, we'll see format and accordingly we'll make changes. Choose plan, business retail, next submit. So name, description, we have trial period dates. Okay, so we'll add that. So selected one, trial period days, this will come. So I will just cut this one and we'll add here. So rather than 15 days, it will be that particular dates. Okay, and then basically current date time and all these things, that's fine. Okay, then business data, business create, then we'll create this particular business, then we'll have to create the user. For that I will use user, and then for also user will have to change to this password to encryption and all these things. So for that reason we'll have to change that. So I'll just go to ChatGPT. Password hash for Laravel while registering, while register user. So we'll use this facade hash and model user. Okay, we'll also add this business model. Okay, then basically we have this validated data, then hash make hash password. So we'll use this hashed password. So validated data, so it will be the validated user, and then user dot password. I think this will come. Let's see. Then okay, then user create. So I will just use this one. So create user, so name, email is okay, so validated user will be here, validated user will be here. Then I think this will work, or see, we'll see how validated user is there. So hash part was password, so user will be created. So we have created business here, we have created user here. Then basically we'll have to link that user and business. So basically we'll have to add the relation. Okay, so first we'll check that this is working or not. So for validated user I will just use dd here, so to check if what I'm adding is correct or not. So choose plan, business, next, name, email, password. Okay, I will have to make it correct. So okay, so we are getting this user. Okay, okay, so array we are getting, not like normal. Okay, so validated user we are getting. So for that reason I will have to change it here. So validated user, then basically we are getting user like this, not like dot. Okay, and then this thing here. Okay, I think this will work. Then basically business, I have power table, business user, add, creating business, and user, give me code to add relationship. So also we forgot to add belongs to many and all these things, so we'll add that. Then we have created user, you have created business, then basically user businesses will attach that particular business. Okay, so first I will have to add this in business. We'll add users, sorry, this will go to this particular thing, businesses. Then also I'll have to add this roles, belongs to many role, and I have proper table and all these things, so I don't need this one. So business belongs to many, roles belongs to many. Okay, then basically in business I will have to add this users relationship, so I will add it here. For users belongs to many, user. Then here also I will not need this. Then For role permission also we'll have to do that. So in role I will add this permissions belong to permission. Then similarly for role I will have to add this. So roles belongs to many role, and then permission plan also there. So plans belongs to many plan. Plans will have multiple permissions. Okay, now we have added everything. Now we'll just have to add, after adding we'll have to attach that particular business and user. So user is here, sorry, we are creating in register. Okay, so as given by ChatGPT I will add that attach method here. So user, then businesses attach, then this business ID. So I think that will work. Then basically from here we can redirect to database, means particular dashboard or something like that. We basically will log in this user and something like that. I will just redirect to login page right now. So this, then return. Okay, let me check in livewire redirect. We, I think, already done in CRUD operation. No, we have not done that. That is a normal CRUD operation. With livewire we have not done. So for redirect to route, this then, so we'll redirect to route login. Okay, we'll see if it's work or not. And I will just open my database so we can see actual database data is added or not. Okay, so I will go to the database. Then basically in our next sync tables, right now we don't have any users, businesses, tables and all these things is not here. So first we'll have to php artisan migrate. So it created business, roles, permission, all these tables. So business table, business user, all these tables are here. Okay, now I'll try to use this one. So I will use this pro plan, then business name, paste p, industry banking, next, name, paste u, email, paste at email.com, password, password. I'll try to make it wrong, then I will just make it correct. I think there is some issue. Okay, so password, submit. So app business driver date time not found. So here we have issue. So for this thing I think I will have to use this one. We'll see. Business name, user, email. Okay, array to string conversion where hash password. Okay, okay, validated user double, this should not be double here. Okay, I will just save this one. Okay, so business name, user detail, email, password, password, submit. So it has submitted. We have direct to login page. So basically we will do once that all these things added, we can directly log in user and then he can go to dashboard on this. But right now I just was redirected. So let me check if details are there or not. So in business we have this detail, so what we have filled. In users, new user should get created, so user is created. And in business basically we'll have to see that plan id is there, expire at already there. So in business user will have their relationship, so to user id to business id. So second business id is 2. uh, okay, so business id is also 2, so that is fine. Then basically uh, now business is added, user is added, their business and basically role is added. So I will just try to log in with this new user. So we'll check that password and all these things is correct or not. So, new users properly logged in. Then basically now we'll have to add other features like after joining. So basically that business should get selected in session id to have that Laravel global scope. So basically every business will have their data only, they can select their data only likewise. And basically if there are multiple business, they can select the business likewise. And then also, so after adding means this user is added, so we'll have to create one admin role for a business. So basically this new user is created, will have that admin role, will have all the access for that particular business. And then that's this user can add other users, basically they can invite other users. This user can add other roles too, other than admin. And so basically according to what are the real rules created, they can give permission, all these things. So these things will needs to be done. So we'll do that in next video, where we will add that role, means admin role by default, so that cannot be changed. So it will have all the permission for that particular business. Also we'll have to create different permissions for according to plans, and we'll have to add that into our system. And the user can also create different roles. So there are so many things pending, so we'll do that.